Hello everyone and welcome to Adnan 3D Print. Today we'll discuss about how we can use the support functionality in Bambu Studio. This is how you can able to select any model in Bambu Studio when clicking on the online model from the left hand side and select your favorite model, and then you just also need to select your printer model as well as click on the ratings and reviews from the other community users, because if there is a less number of reviews and ratings, there will be chances that the model is not perfect. So you need to make sure that you pick up the higher number of these things, the rating. And now once you download, if you haven't selected your printer model, then it will ask you to switch this one inside the Bambu Studio itself. That's a really good thing. And it will switch according to your printer setup. And then you can able to configure whatever you want to do here. So as an example, I am just taken up here another model which I need to print out only the hand here, which is you can see it on the screen. So this hand actually refers for me to print this here. So ideally I just started with printing on this model without changing any configuration, as default comes from the developer model itself. When I slice this, it has just given at the bottom brim and there is no support here. I thought this is a good model, so it can able to print accordingly. You just need to click on slice print and then print rate. So it's asking for us to give the necessary permissions. The time lapse is on, so it is asking to smooth this process. I just need to configure this special mode to be time lapse, then to confirm on this part. So I just want to stop the time lapse for now and then click on send this information. So this is going to send me this information from my Bambu Studio in my laptop to cloud, and then from cloud to my printer connected to my Wi-Fi network here. So that's really cool and amazing process which is they're given up here. As you can also see the progress here on the Bambu Studio, which is live relayed here. And I also have the camera inside to that. I can also review from the camera option. That's really interesting. If I'm remote place, then I can just make a print on myself through my mobile app itself, and then I can watch it, the progress as soon as through the camera. That's a really good thing. So once you're back into the printer, you can see that it is downloading up here one by one, and it needs to do a lot of process at the beginning. So this around will take around like 5 to 7 minutes, and after that, it's going to start the printer. In this time period, it will also check for the filament loading, bed leveling, and the heating of the nozzles, and also the bed plate, everything. So you can see it on the screen. It's also exposing this filament here, and now it started to print one by one here. That's really cool to see. I can stare at all day long in order to see how this beautifully it is printing all these necessary models here. That's really cool to see all this information here. So this video is playing on 20x speed. You don't think that this is printing really fast. Because of the video, I just cut down this speed here to 20x speed. So as you progress further, you can see the hand is now zooming off. As you progress further, now you can see the hand is removing from the base here because of the filament. Whatever reason it is, it can be because of filament or it can be because of the minute configuration which you have set up. But the ultimate result is not good because it is just removing off from the base. So this is incomplete here. I actually tried the same configuration. It failed for 3 times. I thought it is because of some other model separately. Ideally, it is not the case. It is because even if I print this separately, it is also giving me the same issue. So now what I did is here, I just learned it from the community. Someone has shared about to build a separate support from your side as well. So this is what we can show up now on the screen. So in the Bambu Studio, you just need to add a cube. So you can just rearrange the cube and then you just need to change the dimension of the cube. Ideally, in this video, I set up it here to be like 5 mm of the stand here. This can be referred as a stand. And after that, I just need to add 3 more horizontal cubes the same way. The dimension is changed here. For all these things, we need to mesh this thing so that we can place it anywhere else on the model here. If it is not meshed, then it's not going to place it on different x and y axis here. So for this one, I'm just setting up to the center of this space and then changing up one by one the support here. There are 3 supports which I'm going to add here. So changing the dimension of these supports, small cubes, and then rearranging it here as per my need here. So some part of the portion of these 3 support are going to be little bit inside of the hand and little bit inside of this stand here. So you can see here also the screen, some arranging of three of these supports here. So you just need to make sure that you are using up 0.5 less than to that here, because if you use more than here, right now here I'm using up 1 it is difficult for me to remove after the printout here. You just need to make sure that you just give it here less than 0.5 on this part. The support is just the support in order for hand not to remove from this one. So once you're okay with this thing, then you can just preview this plate, slice this plate, and then send it for the print here as well. So you also need to make sure that you are using a tree or normal view, and also you need to make sure that you are using the right setup of the support here. That's the one thing. And finally, you can send this back to the print. And now let's have a look into the output of this print. So while this is happening, the one more thing which I want to highlight here, the support part especially, you also need to make sure that if you are giving up here auto support, then sometimes it will give you the right direction, sometimes it may not. So it depends on your model actually how it actually works. You need to make sure that while you are previewing, before sending it to the printer, we have the slice plate and then preview the model here, right? You just need to measure how these things works perfectly or not, because that really saves you a lot of time and redo of the work. This is one of the critical things which I faced so far, which I am using up this Bambu mini printer. I'm not sure about other printers, but this may be the similar situation for other printer as well, because it all depends on the brim, support, and the model design. It's nothing to do with the printer here, because this printer is doing its job. So this is successfully done so far. So there are 3 layers has been added here and it's done. So this is how you can able to use the support functionality in order for you to easily build up your product here, and then you can remove a knife here. So if you like this video, just hit the big thumbs up button, and if you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed it, just click on the subscribe button and also share it with others so that they can also learn from this video. Thanks for watching. Keep learning. See you in the next video.